Most people don't care about Trump's spelling. What they do care about is whether they'll have health care next year. And instead of focusing on the numbers, Trump's team says we should focus on what we believe.
Let me be clear. President Trump and I believe the Senate health care bill strengthens and secures Medicaid for the neediest in our society.
We believe we're going to be able to cover more individuals on this bill than are currently covered. Now, I know that's counterintuitive to folks that have been reading other headlines, but the goal is to get every single American covered and have access to the kind of coverage that they want.
Yes, we believe everyone's going to be covered. Some by insurance, some by the sheets that the coroners place over them because they can't afford health care. Yeah. And by the way, if you can't afford the sheet, the coroner's just going to cover your eyes. Don't look, don't look, don't look, don't look, look now. Ah! No, don't look, don't look. Now, the CBO clearly doesn't believe in the power of dreams because unlike straight Tim Gunn over here, their numbers show that around 22 million fewer people will have insurance under this plan. And they've come to that prediction with data and statistical models, which are by far Trump's least favorite type of model. So, although Mitch McConnell wants to push this through as fast as possible, the CBO's numbers, which are expected later this week, will definitely slow him down. Yeah. What also doesn't help Mitch McConnell is that not all Republicans are on board with this faith-based approach to reforming healthcare.
Mitch McConnell, the Senate Majority Leader, needs 50 votes to get this thing passed. There are 52 Republicans in the Senate. 2 of those are already hard-nosed, Susan Collins of Maine and Rand Paul of Kentucky. If he loses another vote, this bill dies.
Does Senate Majority Leader McConnell have the votes to pass this revised bill?
You know, I don't think right now he does.
You know, on some level, you have to be impressed that Mitch McConnell and his friends have written a bill so bad that their own party hates it. The only question is, when something is so deeply unpopular, how could you possibly make it worse?
Senator Ted Cruz has authored an amendment to the Senate GOP health care bill.
My man.
Cruz's amendment would allow insurers to sell cheaper plans with fewer benefits.
The nation's largest insurers released a letter calling the Cruz proposal unworkable in any form and saying it would increase premiums for those with pre-existing conditions and lead to widespread terminations of coverage.
Just so you understand, up to this point, insurers have been pretty quiet about the Republican healthcare plan. But as soon as Ted Cruz chimed in, they were all like, this is the worst possible idea. We didn't even read it. We just saw it was named after Ted Cruz and we had to speak up. Like his face, it is unworkable in any way, shape, or form. People will die. People will die. So, to sum up, the CBO says millions fewer people would have insurance with the Senate health care bill. Moderate Republicans hate it for not covering enough people. Conservative Republicans hate it for covering too many people. Insurance companies hate it, Republican governors hate it, the American people hate it, yet somehow it is still possible the bill could pass without any hearings or debates. Or at least that was the case, until the Republican health care reform plan was stopped by irony.
A vote on health care was expected to take place this week, but now a delay. Senate Majority Leader Mitch McConnell says he will give Senator John McCain time to recover from a surgery to remove a blood clot from his eye.
With McCain gone, they simply did not have the votes to even bring this bill to the Senate floor.
That's right. This bill is looking so bad right now that even Republican senators are like, I better get all my procedures done now before we pass this thing. Because after we're done with it, who knows?